Doctors hide this: the three nutrients that save your strength after 60. Did you know the greatest fear for millions of older adults isn't cancer, not even heart disease? It's losing the ability to rise from a chair and take a step without help. Imagine this. One morning you wake up, place your feet on the floor, press your hands against the armrest, and your legs simply refuse. They shake, they buckle, as if they no longer belong to you. In that instant, freedom slips through your fingers. No more tending the garden you love, no more strolling to the mailbox, no more independence. Weak legs don't just rob strength, they rob dignity, confidence, and joy itself. And yet, too many accept it as just aging, never realizing these are silent cries from a body starved of vital support. But here's the truth: it doesn't have to end this way. Muscles can be reawakened, nerves can be restored, and independence can return. Today, I will reveal 3 essential nutrients and 5 simple steps that have helped countless older men and women reclaim balance and walk tall again. If you believe your health still matters, hit subscribe and comment below, "I choose strength." Stay with me, because this may be the turning point your body has been waiting for. Across towns and quiet neighborhoods, a silent struggle is taking place. Millions of older adults are living with legs that no longer feel steady beneath them. To the outside world, it looks like ordinary aging, but inside, every step carries a silent weight. Rising from a chair becomes a test of courage. Walking across the kitchen feels like crossing a tightrope. Even the short path to the mailbox can seem impossible. This is not just weakness. It is a daily reminder that independence is slipping away. And when independence fades, dignity and joy are often pulled down with it. Doctors call this the gateway condition, because once the legs lose strength, everything else follows. Without strong legs, people move less. Muscles shrink, bones weaken, the heart pumps with less vigor, energy fades, and slowly the world becomes smaller. Trips to church or the market are given up. Family visits are avoided. A once active life is reduced to a single room. Behind every frail step hides something deeper: loneliness, frustration, and even depression. But here is what most people do not realize. Weak legs are not an unavoidable curse of age. More often, they are a clear signal from the body. I am hungry for support. I need nourishment. I need care. If those signals are heard and answered, decline can be slowed and strength can return. And to see how those silent cries can be answered, let me tell you the story of one woman who believed her strength was gone forever, until a few simple changes gave her life back. Helen was 78 when she first whispered to her daughter, "I'm afraid to walk down the stairs alone." Her legs trembled even on flat ground. To fetch a glass of water, she clung to the wall, her eyes wide with worry that a fall might end everything. For months, she avoided outings she once loved: Sunday services, gardening, visiting friends. Each step lost became another thread cut from the fabric of her life. She began to believe weakness was her destiny, that aging had closed the door on freedom. But what she did not know was that her body was not failing. It was pleading. Pleading for nourishment it had not received in years. When Helen finally sought help, her diet revealed a story all too common. Meals of white bread, coffee, and small portions of cheese. Quick, easy, but lacking the vitamins her muscles desperately needed. She had not felt hunger in the mornings, so breakfast was skipped more often than not. Vegetables rarely appeared on her plate. Like millions of others, she thought she was eating enough, while her body quietly starved of essential nutrients. Yet change began with the simplest of steps, adding a boiled egg, a cup of yogurt, a handful of greens. Within weeks, Helen noticed her legs did not quiver quite as much. Within months, she stood taller, her steps more certain, her smile returning. Her story proves that weakness is not a life sentence. It is an invitation to begin again. Helen's recovery is not rare. It is a window into what happens when the body finally receives what it has long been missing. To understand why her steps grew strong again, we must uncover the vital trio of nutrients that hold the secret to leg strength. Think of your legs as an orchestra. The muscles are the instruments, but without skilled conductors, the music collapses into noise. For the human body, those conductors are three vital nutrients: vitamin B12, vitamin D, and magnesium. Each one plays a unique role, and without them, the harmony of strength begins to fade. Vitamin B12 is like insulation on an electrical wire. When we are young, signals rush from brain to muscle like lightning. But as the protective layer thins with age, those signals slow. Without enough B12, legs quiver and balance falters. Vitamin D is the key that unlocks power in both bones and muscles. Once, sunlight alone could provide plenty, but older skin loses that ability, and days spent mostly indoors leave stores dangerously low. The result? Fragile bones, tired muscles, and a fear of falling. Magnesium, often overlooked, is the quiet rhythm keeper. It allows muscles to contract and relax in steady time. Without it, cramps strike in the dark of night, stealing sleep and leaving soreness behind. The danger is not just missing one, it is missing all three together. Low B12, low D, and low magnesium create a downward spiral. Weaker nerves, shrinking muscles, brittle bones. But here is the hope. When these nutrients are restored, even long silent strength can awaken, and steps that once trembled can grow steady again. Now that you know the three conductors behind strong legs, the question becomes, how can you give them back to your body each day, simply and affordably, without relying on expensive bottles of pills? The answer lies in everyday choices made right in your own kitchen. When people hear about missing vitamins, many imagine expensive bottles lining pharmacy shelves. But the truth is, most of what your body needs can come from the food already within reach. Strength does not have to be complicated or costly. It can begin in your very own kitchen. Start with vitamin B12. A single boiled egg at breakfast, a cup of plain yogurt, or a small piece of chicken or fish provides more than your nerves require to fire smoothly. For those who prefer plant-based meals, fortified milk or nutritional yeast can be simple allies. Next is vitamin D. Just 15 minutes of morning sunlight touching your arms and face helps your body produce this sunshine key. Add salmon, sardines, or fortified milk twice a week, and your bones and muscles will remember how to hold you steady. And then magnesium, the quiet mineral that guards against cramps. A small handful of pumpkin seeds, a banana before bed, or a serving of leafy greens like spinach can calm restless muscles and restore restful sleep. The secret is not extravagance. It is consistency. Tiny choices repeated each day create powerful change. With a plate of balanced foods and a little light, you offer your body what pills often promise but cannot match: natural nourishment that rebuilds strength from within. And while these steps sound simple, you may still wonder, do they really work for someone my age? To answer that doubt, let me share the inspiring journey of those who followed these very steps and found themselves walking with strength again. Let me tell you about Arthur, 82, who once believed his walking days were over. Each night he battled painful cramps that left him breathless, gripping the edge of his bed in the dark. His daughter worried he would end up in a wheelchair. But when Arthur began with the smallest of changes, a few minutes of sunlight, a piece of salmon at lunch, a banana before bed, something remarkable happened. Within weeks, the nightly cramps eased. By the third month, he was walking down his driveway to greet neighbors with steady steps and a proud smile. Then there was Maria, 75, who loved tending her roses. She had stopped gardening after too many dizzy spells left her afraid to bend or stand. Her meals were simple toast and tea, hardly enough to fuel her body. With gentle guidance, she added yogurt, leafy greens, and pumpkin seeds. Slowly, her hands returned to the soil, and one summer morning she realized she had worked in her garden for hours without once losing balance. Tears filled her eyes as she whispered, "I have myself back." These stories are not rare miracles. They are proof that even after years of decline, the body responds when given what it needs. Each small step becomes a spark of hope, and together, they reignite independence, joy, and dignity. If Arthur and Maria could reclaim their strength, so can you. To make it even clearer, let me share the golden principles, the timeless rules that keep legs strong and spirits steady, no matter your age. Through years of caring for older adults, I have seen that the strongest legs do not come from luck, but from a few timeless habits. I call them the golden principles because they shine with simplicity, yet carry the power to change a life. Principle 1. Never skip breakfast. A simple boiled egg or cup of yogurt in the morning feeds your muscles vitamin B12 and gives your day a steady start. Principle 2. Welcome the morning sun. Just 10 gentle minutes outdoors before the day grows hot allows your skin to create vitamin D, the very fuel of bone and muscle. Principle 3. Choose strength at every meal. A piece of fish, a boiled egg, or fortified milk keeps your nutrient stores full. Principle 4. Feed your muscles magnesium. A handful of almonds, pumpkin seeds, or leafy greens prevents cramps and keeps your steps smooth. Principle 5. Act today, not tomorrow. Do not wait until your legs give way or your balance falters. The earlier you begin, the faster your body rewards you with strength. These rules may seem small, but they are seeds. Planted daily, they grow into confidence, stability, and the joy of moving freely once more. And now, as we near the close of this journey, let us gather these lessons into one final message. A reminder that no matter your age, your body still holds the power to heal and begin again. You've walked a long road with me today, from fear of falling to the steady hope of standing tall again. If one truth remains, it is this: your legs are not just muscles and bone. They are your freedom, your independence, your doorway to the life you still deserve. Weakness is not a verdict. It is a message. And messages invite a reply. Reply with breakfast that feeds your nerves. Reply with morning light that wakes your muscles. Reply with a single choice repeated daily. Eggs or yogurt, greens and seeds, A short walk after lunch, a glass of fortified milk before bed. These are not grand gestures. They are small promises you make to your future self. If you felt a spark tonight, protect it. Share this video with someone who needs courage. Subscribe so we can keep walking together, week by week, step by step. Tell me in the comments which promise you will start with tomorrow, and I will cheer you on. Before you sleep, place your hand on your thigh and say, I still choose strength. Then meet the morning with 10 minutes of gentle sun and a calm breakfast. Do this for 7 days. Feel the difference. Your story is not over. It is turning a page. And I can't wait to see where your next steps lead. Keep a simple card on the fridge. B12 at breakfast. D from gentle sun. Magnesium from seeds and greens. Cross one line each day. 7 checks become a habit. If you care for a parent or partner, invite them to join you. Walk the hallway together, share a bowl of yogurt, laugh at the small victories. Healing loves company, and courage multiplies when it is shared.